Hey CD11, I've been a tad under the weather, but we powered through another busy week, and now it's time for your weekly update. At this week's Transportation Committee, we took action to invest in safety and our DOT workforce. First, the committee approved the motion I introduced with Councilwoman Heather Hutt, asking for an expenditure plan for the new revenue that will be generated from our bus lane automated enforcement pilot program. As I mentioned last week, the city and Metro are partnering to install automated camera enforcement to cite vehicles parked in certain high-use bus-only lanes, which is expected to raise about $10 million in annual revenue. Given the fiscal challenges our city is facing and cuts to our workforce, this new revenue is a chance to invest back in traffic enforcement officers, workers who are essential to safety and vital to our RV operations. The motion now heads to Council for approval. The second big thing relates to bus driver and rider safety. I was extremely unhappy earlier this year to learn about lapsed security contracts, broken radios, panic buttons not attached to any public safety infrastructure, lack of training, pandemic-era plexiglass barriers passing as driver safety protections, and other failures. In response, Councilwoman Hutt and I introduced a motion calling for safety improvements to keep our drivers and riders safe. Thanks to the hard work of DOT, LAPD, the Teamsters, and MB Transportation, huge safety upgrades, including new radios, driver barriers, live feed video cameras, training, and more, are now underway. This is a step in the right direction, and I am grateful for the swift response to implement these measures. But the hard truth is here that we need to keep our focus on removing dangerous people from the streets and keeping them off of public transportation for good. Many of our Playa and Westchester residents are familiar with the abandoned, dilapidated city lifeguard structure along Vista Del Mar at Dockweiler Beach. For years, this has been a magnet for crime and vandalism, something that just can't go on any longer. That's why the City Council unanimously approved my motion instructing the city to demolish the building. We're working on identifying funding for the removal of this public nuisance, so I'll keep you posted as our efforts move forward. Staying on the topic of our coastline, this week, the Council also approved a comprehensive plastics reduction program, which will help protect our watershed, coastline, and marine wildlife. For many years, the city has been a leader in reducing plastic and styrofoam waste, and the plastics reduction program builds on that work by outlining a series of policies that the Council can choose to adopt to further eliminate single-use plastic from our environment. I want to thank the many organizations who helped us get to this point, including the Surfrider Foundation, Heal the Bay, Resilient Palisades, and the Reusable LA Coalition. Together, we are going to create a future that is plastic-free. Have a great weekend, CD11, and I'll be back next week with more updates.